Good afternoon, chats. Hello and welcome to yet again another TC Mitch 31 stream here at the start of the week. It is in fact July 7th, 2025. As I'm saying this right now, you guys might be watching a VOD at the time of me saying this also, but guess what? That's the beautiful thing about having timestamps and also having the ability to where you can see how long a stream was ago because you guys now know what time it was when this was recorded, when this was streamed, and everything. Hope everyone is doing well, whether you are watching on twitch.tv, YouTube, or Kick here today. We're going to do a little bit of an earlier stream. Very, very simple. About 2 hours, just the usual TC Mitch 31 stream. Not going to overstay my welcome or anything like that. We're playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Season 4 Reloaded just dropped not too long ago, which brought two new maps, one of them being a remake of a Black Ops 3 map, and one of them being completely brand new, which is a face-off map, alongside some little events also, including the Beavis and Butthead little mini pass that is going on, and also any of the events that are going on with it in the game. I think Party Ops is a game mode that is what is the word I'm trying to get at here? Party Ops is a game mode that is more or less tied into that little mini event. So that is also another thing. But I'm going to basically be showcasing just the new maps today. And also, I am trying to level up some of my weapons because apparently right now it is a double. No, it actually isn't anymore because I just realized it's Monday. But it's fine. It's fine because I have a bunch of tokens. A bunch of tokens. In fact, let me take you guys to real quick right here. Here I am, ready to play some Black Ops 6, and here's the thing. I got a lot of tokens. Like, a lot of tokens. And it's like, I don't really need one for the Battle Pass. That's fine. I haven't bought the Battle Pass. I just bought a Mini Pass, which, I think it's kind of crazy that there's two Battle Passes that you have to buy, one of them being a mini one, and then one of them being, well, the Battle Pass. And I'm like, this is a $70 game. Why are we charging an extra $20 for two Battle Passes? Or 30 if you get the black cell, which is I am a little bit guilty. I have bought the black cell before in previous Call of Duties, but I have completed them too. So that's why I did buy it, because I was like, all right, yeah, I'll get some extra stuff. Like, why not? Why not? And it's because I also enjoy playing the game. Like, if I wasn't playing the game, I would be like $10, $30, but it's that's the issue with me, is that whenever I enjoy a game, I start spending money on it. And I know chat can also relate too. I've been seeing a lot of people play that gotcha game about the horses and the anime girls. You know the one? Yeah, I've been seeing a bunch of streams about that. And because I've been seeing a bunch of streams about that, I'm inclined to possibly play that one day. Like, could we make a stream out of that? Absolutely. Absolutely. The question is when. Not why, but when, right? That's always the big question. But yes, and indeed, Snapple, indeed, it is an instant yap, but that is the beauty of streaming. I will say I will probably dial back the yap whenever I'm actually playing the game. So it is going to be pretty streamlined here today, in the sense that I will be more or less focused. I'm trying to get to like a high weapon level for the primary weapon that I'm using. Technically also my secondary too, because today's stream is all about really just trying to get the meta gun going right now for Call of Duty Warzone, which I actually just made a class. I literally called it Warzone Meta. And here, let me actually pull it up if I can real quick on my browser. Oh, wait. Is it this one? It's this one. Okay. There we go. Yeah, if I go into the Warzone meta right now and I showcase to you guys what it is literally the class that I made. And it's this right here, which is the SWAT. It looks like it got buffed. And then on top of it, also looks like the LC-10, which I didn't know I actually had unlocked. Also has like the number one for the close range, which I can kind of see why. This is a really good weapon. Like, the LC-10, I feel like has even outclassed the SWAT 5.56 in some places. In at least my opinion. I could be completely wrong whenever it comes to actual stats and analytics for that gun, but to be fair, it is pretty massive. It's pretty substantial. So With that being said, let's actually get into a match. Let's start off with that. We'll start off with some Fringe. I'll probably play like a good hour or so of Fringe is what I'm gonna be doing here, and then I'll probably play a good hour or so of the other map, which is Eclipse, and then we'll be good to go. Also, I'm not going to redeem the token just yet. I'm going to do it in-game just because. But you guys could instantly see just by me loading into the lobby that everyone is using the Beavis and Butthead skins. You do technically get 2 of them for free, which is the coach and also, I forgot the name of the other character, but you get 2 of them for free. The other ones that you get, which are Beavis and Butthead, you have to pay the actual, like premium track for, which I got just because I was like, yeah, I'll take those skins. Why not? Yeah, like these right here. I mean, like, what is Call of Duty?
Domination.
What even is Call of Duty?
Playtime's over. Let's see
nowadays?
what you're made of.
And yeah,
Secure
we'll do like an
C.
hour and 30 minutes. Actually, I'll probably spend my 30-minute tokens. Get like a nice 2-hour going. Yeah, something like that.
Charlie,
It
lock
probably
down.
is restricted only to an hour, maybe on the timer. You know, multi-million-dollar company right here. But yeah, it looks like we're playing some domination, and this is a perfect map for me to be using an assault rifle, so we're gonna work with it. Unfortunately, though, I can't win a fight against a sniper rifle unless I maybe pop my head up and down a little bit there, like Bob and Weave.
Bravo lock.
But chats, how are we all doing today? What's going on with you guys? What's new in the world of streaming, or even outside of streaming? You know, I just got done with a work week, so we're out here, we're gaming. So we're gaming. Exactly, Dystopian. How are you doing tonight? Also, or really today, actually, now that I think about it. But it could be tonight in other time zones. I gotta lock in. I'm seeing some people, and the problem is that I'm not reacting fast enough. I've been doing really good off stream whenever it comes to Call of Duty, and I need to get that skill level applied to today. I want to see if we can capture it. It's kind of a risky decision considering it's literally in the middle. This is like a hotspot.
We're losing Charlie. Secure it.
This is Fringe. Fringe, which is it is a remake of a map from Black Ops 3. The same name, actually. Oh yeah, also Prestige. So that's why you're going to see a lot of the markers pop up that say, hey, you leveled up, or hey, you got a battle pass reward. Well, battle pass rewards are a little bit different, but yeah, if you remember that this was a map back in Black Ops 3. Pretty cool map. It's one that whenever I saw that make it, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that map from Black Ops 3. Now, all I'm saying is, hey, Call of Duty developers, remake remake Picnic from Black Ops 3. And you'll have my word. And I will tell you that this is the best Call of Duty Black Ops that was ever made. If you remake that game. Or not that game, but if you remake that map. Because I really like silly maps. Silly maps do kind of tickle my fancy a little bit. And Picnic was a really fun map. Because it was literally it took place at a cookout. And it was pretty fun to play.
Now hold it. You're an alpha.
Why is nobody doing this?
You're in zone A.
It's like some people are also using just the CR56 AMAX. Completely different kills. So I can't even really do too much here.
Losing speed.
You know what? Yeah, I can do this. If I'm only 3 and 7 right now, we have to go back to the drawing board here. Like, the tips and tricks from chat are about to, like, pour on in as we speak. Which, once again, we are, in fact, streaming off of 3 chats right now. If you're watching over on Twitch, you are, in fact, getting a 1440p stream as I'm beta testing the 1440p streams over on twitch.tv. And if you are watching over on Kick or YouTube, you guys are still getting a 1080p 60 frame per second stream. Multi-streaming. And I also am seeing chat activities for all platforms. Also. I'm wondering if skill-based matchmaking really is going to be kicking in, because I've been kind of frying in the other map that I'm going to showcase today. I've been really cooking in that map with this class. And they're probably seeing that I'm doing, like, really well. And they say, we need to put you in, like, 3 KD player lobbies. But yeah, exactly. 1440p hype. The thing about the trade-off with the 1440p, though, is that, unfortunately, it only lasts for a couple of days. Like, I think it lasts for, like, a week whenever it comes to 1440p bots. But they technically do revert to 1080p whenever it is done, or whenever the time period is up. So at least you guys still get to see it in 1080p. And the Twitch probably has a really good way of handling getting it to 1080p, where it doesn't lose that visual quality. And this is just not a good match for us so far. I don't know why I just started emoting. The state of Call of Duty in 2025. But Volt, Dystopian, how are you guys doing today? And also, Snap, how are you doing? And to any of the chatters and lurkers over on any of the other platforms, how are you all doing today, too? Just gonna check at this point. When in doubt is like the best way of solving the problem. Chilling today? That's good. That's good. It's a perfect summer day to be chilling. I mean, it's right now down here, it's 85. And it's like, I think we are on grounds of a cookout tonight. So that's why I'm also starting to stream a little bit early, is that we are in fact cooking out later tonight. And so it's gonna be great. Nothing says a nice 85-degree Monday when I have no work or anything. Like a stream that's early, and then also some little bit of save you a plate. Sounds good. We've got like the lean beef patties, so you know they're like Nolan Ryan branded. Which if you've never been to Texas, what is a more Texas sounding burger? Like you know than literally a burger based off of a baseball player. What's more Texas sounding, right? I think we might have some sausages also going too. I love it. I love it. Nothing says a summer day like having beef named after a baseball player. Seriously. Which I might actually be going to a game fairly soon. You know, it is summer. I get that itching where I'm like, hey, I kind of want to hit a baseball game. Okay, you know, occasionally.
Mark it down, Bravo.
And so because of that, what's probably going to be is, you know, maybe like a hot dog night or something like that, or maybe like a $3 beer night, whatever it may be. Find something, right? Appreciate that. Alright, should be good now. Thank you for that, TK. Like, I just realized something. Oh, okay. I was like, that's so weird. The multi-chat pulled up one of the subscriber badges, but it was like one of the base like Twitch badges rather than like actually my badges. Sound should be better, by the way. Sorry about that.
We're losing Charlie. Take a beat.
Awesome. Yeah, it's just something that you have to basically reset. And I think that's probably the trade-off of me playing at 14, or for streaming at 1440p, is that there's just that very incremental delay.
Incoming.
How are you doing today, by the way, TK? Doing all right? Nice.
They're taking C.
I want to use this sleeper agent, by the way. I'm good to hear you're doing great, by the way, Snapple. Or, I mean, good, but
We're
still.
losing Charlie.
Great, good. Should be within the same echelon, right?
They're taking C. All zones lost.
Could have been a nice little triple there. But you know what? Let's see if I can chop this down. There we go.
You gonna let a bunch of company assholes beat you? Fight back, damn it!
Okay, now I'm getting the groove back. How did Frag Punk go, by the way?
Frag out.
All operators to your nearest.
I popped Secret Agent, or Sleeper Agent, and like nothing pops up. Nobody pops up for it. But how did I do this? I got play the game. I went positive, surprisingly. I think it was definitely later in the match. That was the move there. Also, Sleeper Agent was not active when I got this triple kill. Sleeper Agent was not active. I don't know what Black Ops 6 is saying in this kill cam. Sensitivity difference is night and day. I mean, like, they're also two fairly different games. One's a third-person shooter, the other's a first-person shooter. But one's a tactical first-person shooter because it's like round-based, and then the other one is it's not round-based, or I mean, it kind of is, but it's like objective-based team-person shooter, you know? All right, we're gonna keep going on footage, though. We're gonna keep going with this. Let's see what's up. Yes, both use Unreal Engine 5. That's fair. Which I saw that I talked about this very briefly last week, but Smite 2 got Unreal Engine 5.5, and it actually runs a lot better now. So I really hope a lot of other games could also utilize Unreal Engine 5.5. I know Fortnite probably utilizes it, considering that's like, oh, I don't know, their flagship. But we're gonna do Overdrive on this one. I think that'll be the plan. Also, we completed the event. Good job, everybody. Good job. I kind of want to make class where my secondary is the Olympia because I've heard it's actually broken right now. I'm like, Call of Duty and broken new weapons go together like peanut butter and jelly. All right, let's see something here. Yes, that was in fact Beavis and Butthead. And then now we have AI generated loading screen. Very, very cool. Very cool, Black Ops 6. Thank you for that. But yes, that was Beavis and Butthead. That is the new event that's going on right now here in Black Ops 6. Where they've taken over, as you can see. Every, like, second or third character you will see is a Beavis and Butthead character because everybody is using these skins. And you know what? Hey, that's fine. It's a lot easier to find them out. Thought that was Hatsune Miku for a moment. It's give it a couple years, Volt, and I will tell you that they will probably collaborate with Hatsune. Give it a couple of weeks, or not weeks. Give it a couple of years. Maybe even this upcoming year, because we are getting Black Ops 7, which is going to take place in the future. And, you know, Hatsune Miku in the future. Hear me out. Also, Volt, how are you doing, by the way? I don't know if I added you in the whole round of asking people how they were doing. And if so, I feel kind of that. Very nice.
Three-time Marine Corps marksmanship champion, right here.
The lead is ours.
Also, I'm using, you know, if you really want to question it, when you said, are you, or is that Beavis and Butthead right there? If you really want to question it, the skin that I'm utilizing right now, let me see if I can use it real quick. The skin that I'm utilizing right now is a Little Caesar skin. Once again, just absolute peak that is Black Ops 6. if you would have told someone back in like the World at War days that like there would be Little Caesars and Beavis and Butthead skins in Call of Duty, or even Black Ops for that matter, I honestly think that Call of Duty player would have probably shot you on time. And I mean that in the nicest way possible.
Hostile down.
Hostile long gun.
Thank you for the lurk, by the way, Dystopian. Enjoy your lurk.
Semtex, run.
Try to go for the left there. I was like, I knew it being covered from the right.
Hand-to-hand combat! Watch out!
You just made a fatal mistake. Also, so apparently in the free tier, that's where Coach is in the free tier. Coach has like 2 lines apparently. One of them is just you made a fatal mistake, and that's it. So anytime you mark something in like Warzone or you mark something here in multiplayer, you just hear, you just made a fatal mistake. And that's it. That's all it is. And nothing else. They could only get 2 voice lines for a free character. Truly amazing. We got you a virtual plate also. I love how Frosty is like, yeah, we got you a virtual plate. That's right. We got you some virtual burgers and fries and things like that.
Hostile shooter.
And you just made a fatal mistake. See, you just hear him making, you know, letting people know that they have made fatal mistakes. You know, if they ever brought back influencer-like skins, or if they do, you can have, like influencer skins, which I know they never would do that. How many voice lines do you think I would have? You know, I think really dream right now is to go small. Start small. Go for a high-res game. So Smite 2, literally only high-res game that's available right now. You know, whenever it comes to actively being worked on, right? Give me like an announcer pack, and I'm good. You know, I'm setting my sights low, but my aspirations high.
Stun inbound.
Just got hit by that stun. It's over for me. It's over. I can't blend in anymore.
Watchdog Helo incoming on your location.
Can't even climb up a ladder.
Ring mine disrupted.
What's up with the people that play this game, Chad? I've noticed a reoccurring trend of snipers, which, yeah, I get it. That's how it was in Black Ops 3.
Destroy.
But I don't remember them being this aggressive. Is it because of Omni movement? Is it because of no exosuits? What could it possibly be?
Taking a shot.
I'll take it.
Find another
I'll
way.
take it. I'm so glad that actually
Enemy
happened.
Watchdog Helo inbound. Enemy Hellstorm launch detected.
Coop, good to see you, by the way. How are you doing tonight? Going in. I knew it. Doing well. Doing very, very well. Just out here, just playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Thought I would get a nice little earlier stream out of the way here today for all the viewers that are watching on the multiple platforms we're streaming on. But other than that, I mean, it's pretty simple. You know, pretty cool stuff. Getting peppered by a attack helicopter right now as we speak. Also just just killed Omni Movement God Claw. Not to be confused with Claws, who's like actually good. The guy on the other team got second place, and therefore, if you're a Prestige Master and you got second place, therefore, I will say that you need some work, right? You need some work. That is all. Also, I tend to forget that the LR762 even exists in this game, and it's a pretty decent sniper too. I think that's the other thing I tend to forget, is that it is fairly decent. Thank you for the hydrant. Big. Very big. Very large. Yeah, I've been drinking a lot of, like, sparkling waters lately, and I forgot that I already had one open, so I went into the garage to get another sparkling water, realized that the synapses in my brain fired to where it turned out that I already had water, like a sparkling water, and I said, okay, I am gonna have that one instead. Stretch time. Let's go. Big stretch time. Oh, Chad, I'm also wearing this right now. I'm wearing this shirt because they won yesterday. And for anyone watching on Twitch, apparently, for any time that I go live and there will be a major or minor league baseball game, you're going to be getting score updates in the chat. Shout out to aka Scarlett for showcasing that to me, because I literally said I'm going to yoink that, and she said you should check it out. Also, there's 23 days left in this event, and I completed it. What an absolute nerd I am. Holy. Hardpoint Fringe? Sure. We'll play this map for another, like, half hour, and then we'll move on. And we'll do, what is the name of it? Eclipse is the name. I personally like Eclipse a lot better, just because it has some sweaty people, but Eclipse is literally a face-off map, so I'm totally fine with it being sweaty, because face-off maps, for anyone who doesn't know, are the shorter maps, the very small close quarters type maps. So I'm kind of okay with people being like ultra turbo sweats on that one. I'm gonna do this again. I'm just trying to get as many levels as I can. They're pretty neck and neck. I think I really should just be leveling up the SMG a little bit more.
Hardpoint lockdown. Nice. We're pulling ahead.
Like, what is their assault? Perfect. That's what we're looking for. Also, chat, if you guys weren't here last week, I did outline some new changes to the stream that do, in fact, affect the viewers, but it's not really anything that's too big. It's not anything that you guys have to be worried about. It's just basically the
Hardpoint is secure.
strategy I'm going to be going for. For anybody wondering, I cannot multi-stream through TikTok and also other like Twitch or Kick and YouTube at the same time, because that's 3 different resolutions that are firing at the same time. So what we're gonna do is, last week we did Twitch and TikTok streams. This week it is gonna be Twitch, TikTok, and Kick streams. Or I'm sorry, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick streams, not TikTok. So we'll just be alternating between the two. Bottom line is that we will still be on Twitch no matter what. It's just we will be alternating between the platforms throughout every week, just so everyone gets a and obviously subject to change if there's ever a time where maybe like there's an event where they're like, hey, we want you to just stream this event on Twitch, or hey, we just want you to stream, you know, this event on, like, you know, on whatever platform you're streaming on, and Kick or YouTube. Obviously, like I said, subject to change, but it's good that you guys have the options. And if you guys haven't followed those respective platforms, and you do want to, in fact, support the channel and also stay up to date when I go live on those specific platforms, exclamation point Mitch in the chat will pop it up. See, I think the only issue I have with this SWAT 556 is follow-up shots, despite it being a 50-round mag, I feel like I can't really get multiple kills. As I just got a double kill, I still have to let it be clear that I just feel like I'm very, very slow on the follow-up. And I think that's because I'm maybe missing one of the matches that is really putting it in the meta.
Hardpoint locked down.
But hence why I also pop relatives.
Hardpoint identified. Hardpoint active. Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
Wonder where everyone else is. Spot flip. If that's the case, I'm going to be here, and I'm going to see if I can spawn flip them. I'm gonna probably push.
Hardpoint located.
Push the next hard point and pop that sleeper agent.
Hostiles attached to hardpoint. Hardpoint set. Hardpoint locked down.
Could have definitely checked corners there.
Hostiles have the hardpoint. Hardpoint is secure.
The argument of what even is Call of Duty anymore just kind of extends when you also see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Master Splinter also walking like into the game mode. I shouldn't have done that. That was terrible. That was absolutely terrible. It was a pure panic. What is this bike doing?
Hardpoint active. Hardpoint locked down.
Get the UAV on grid.
Throwing flashbang.
See, I'm also a little bit sneaky, chat. Every single time I get shot like once or twice, I'm like, yep, sim shot time. Pop that in.
Hardpoint located. No medals for second place. Crush those dirtbags. Hardpoint set. Hardpoint secure.
Man, why do I have a vision pulse? Or like a scout pulse? Tank helicopter. Things that I'm just not gonna get. Unless I'm really, really popping on for chat.
Job done.
I'm doing a lot more Omni movement also, chat, off stream, just so I can really get movement down, so I can really be like playing like a pro player.
Deploying archangels.
Dot. Backwards side. Sidewards. Or sidewards. Sideways. Side.
Hardpoint is perfect execution. The Pantheon's probably pissing itself right now.
See, I think after playing the first two maps, I'm now in a better position. Like, it just feels a lot easier. It's like, okay, now I'm getting the swing of things. Now I'm getting into lobbies that feel a little bit fairer. Yeah, I want to do a little bit of a check-in on you guys real quick. How are we all doing here today on the TC Mitch 31 streams that are live on Twitch.tv, YouTube, and also Kick. We're going to see how everybody is in fact doing. So I don't know why I just opened up Discord when I literally just closed Discord. How did that happen? What was that? Alright. I kind of want to make a secondary class, or like another class. Do we have anything that I can do? Yes, we can do it as specials. Okay. I'm going to make it an Olympia class. As for my secondary, what do I have one for my secondary here? I will say, go for the cleaver, secondary pistol. Let's do the GS. Gung ho. Last hands. I would really like double time, but we'll just have to go with quartermaster for the time being. And sleeper agent. Flashbang, stim shot. Stim shot. I'm gonna be that guy. Stim shot with a shotgun of all things. And then yeah, because I want to see how effective is the Olympia. I mean, shoot. It looks like the regular Olympia, just with a cool reload. Alright. That probably isn't too terribly accurate. The 3 hit to get a kill. I don't think that is entirely accurate. However, I will probably be using it more whenever we go into Eclipse, which, chat, we'll play like one more game of Fringe, depending on how long this one takes, and then we'll go into Eclipse for the next hour. Just basically showcasing those two.
Team deathmatch. Neutralize all threats. We've claimed the advantage, now hold it.
Alright, alright. We're back. This one's just pretty simple. It's team deathmatch. You know exactly how it goes. Try to go for some gold camos too. That's why I put in the title, like, going for the gold. I want to see if I can get some headshots going. I mean, I think it's mostly dependent on that.
Hostiles reclaim the lead.
Mostly dependent on headshots right now. Which, sometimes I get lucky. I think I have a better headshot ratio with the SWAT 5.56 rather than the LC. But it's not entirely out of the question, the LC 10 has.
We're winning. Keep it that way.
It does have a pretty good sight, too. Which I like a lot. Lead up shop was not there, chat. Nice. One more?
Eyes on enemy.
Ah.
Tossing frag. Eyes on hostile long gun. Injecting stim. Eyes on hostile Semtex.
really is that easy, isn't it?
Sniper, take cover! Hostile, front!
Oh, nice. Good Omni right there, coach.
Ray authorizing UAV mission.
Possible infiltration technique or technique, tack. Blah. I'm not sure your bright orange construction worker gear is the best camouflage. To be fair, we also have self-shaded coaches. And, who else do we have on our team? Pajama pants. You know, I can kind of see where you're coming from, though, Bolt. I'm definitely sticking out like a sore thumb. And it's also pizza gear, because I got a pizza cutter as like one of the little portions of this uniform.
Shut your Frag, going out!
But I'll take that in consideration, because up next I'll find an even brighter skin, and I'll just say, yeah, this is the one we're working with. Just get one of the Beavis and Butthead ones, right?
Tossing frag!
Enemy using
Move up, marksman is down! Hostile dusted. Spring mine spotted!
grenade!
Alright, I'm on their spawn right now. I'm wondering if I could like maybe like hit like a sniper window?
That's 5.
And this slippers out.
Scout pulse activated.
Had to jump on him too.
Frag, going out! Hostile!
Feel that? They're about to break. Give them a nudge.
Clean kill.
Stand down, Crimson. We have what we
I
can.
do that. Spartan 213.
That's how the CIA gets it done.
Beautiful. Beautiful match. And I got best player. Of course. Beautiful. It was literally for the triple frag grenade, wasn't it? That was it. I got 3 kills. It's like one of the easiest plays you can get, though. Just think about it. You throw a grenade down the way. You have a chance in getting at least 1 kill. And then bam, there you go. It's as simple as that. All right, one more match, chat. This will be the last match here in Fringe, because I know you guys are probably fatigued in seeing Fringe right now, and that's okay. Go cheerleader Mitch, go. Yes. was gonna say, are we even live on YouTube right now? Oh my goodness. I don't even know if we're actually live on YouTube. Oh no, we are. We are. It's weird. It like disconnected and then it like reconnected. Because I like to do little checks to make sure I'm live on each of the platforms. And it looks like that is the case. So I'll work with it. Overdrive? Oh, please put us in overdrive. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I think my favorite game mode of Black Ops 6 is probably overdrive, which it's a game mode where every time you get a kill, you get like a radar ping. And then the more and more kills you get like faster reloads and also movement and things like that. It reminds me of a game mode that was very, very popular. It started in Ghosts, and then they brought it back for the subsequent Modern Warfares, like the remakes. It's called Cranked. And basically, every time you would get a kill, you would have like a timer, and it was a 30-second timer. And if you didn't get a kill within, or maybe it was like 25 seconds. If you didn't get a kill within that time limit, you exploded. And so it basically made it to where it was an anti-camper game mode, and it was really, really fun because people actually had to fight in order to stay alive, which is unheard of in a game like Call of Duty, in my opinion.
Overdrive. Earn elimination medals to increase
Chat,
your
this will be the
combo score.
last one right here on Fringe, and then we will move on to Eclipse, which is the other map that is available in the Season 4 Preloaded update. By the way, if you guys do want to play some Black Ops 6 sometime, I will probably be streaming it within, like, the next week. So I might also get the Play with Viewers bot going over on Twitch if you guys do want to join in for some multiplayer matches. So make sure to download it. It is available on Game Pass. I'll probably be doing that for Black Ops 7 too.
Giving up the lead.
Very excited for everything that's going to be happening with Black Ops 7. I know we're kind of in the dark about it right now, but honestly, it's probably going to be like
Taking the lead.
maybe middle of this month, maybe end of this month, or maybe beginning of August. They're going to start revealing some more. Personally, I'm just mostly excited for the fact that Black Ops 7 is actually going to be the future, man. It's also going to take place around Black Ops 6. I don't know how that works.
Stim administered.
I know, stop dying, you fools.
We're winning. Keep it that
That's why I love that emo, man. It transcends paladins, you know? That's how big it is. One of your favorite voice lines. It is a good voice line. It makes sense in a lot of situations that you would be going in for paladins. That's for sure. And that's why it's a GOAT tier voice line.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
assault pack destroyed.
We've claimed the advantage, now hold it.
Enemy foot patrol.
Come on, come on. See, I'm wondering if the SWAT's much better in actual Warzone, because apparently it is the meta right now. That's why I'm leveling it up, but like, multiplayer just feels wildly inconsistent. You could either do
Giving up the
really
lead.
good with it, or you just get hit marked.
Hostile shooter.
What is up with the geometry of this map, too? I feel like there's random objects that just start glitching out. Like, that flower part started glitching out from whenever I was viewing it. I was just a little bit confused. That's all.
Frag thrown.
Wondering how could this happen?
Going hot.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Hostile grenade.
I just need to make sure I can
Watch
break
your
into their
kilo
spawn
incoming
right
on
now,
your
because
location.
we're kind of in there, but not entirely. It seems like it flipped.
Hostile UAV established overhead.
This guy just got a triple on me, by the way, too. Beautiful.
Enemy harp operational above.
Are you We're getting beaten that badly. So we're yeah, okay, yeah, it's very
Sharpshooter threat removed. Trophy eliminated.
Enemy UAV inbound.
Trophy system disrupted. Oil.
fantastic spawn locations for Call of Duty. Still in effect here in the year of 2025.
You're supposed to be the CIA's best. Act like it.
Frag! Hostile using tactical.
We don't reward failure. Work out what went wrong and fix it.
If that's the best Crimson's got, we deserve the beatdown.
Well, last game on that map, unfortunately, didn't end off. And that's okay. That's because we had definitely the competition. I mean, look at this. Platinum issue Jackal BW. How do you beat something? Here's the plan, everybody. What we're gonna do real quick, we're gonna back out. We are gonna be playing an hour of Eclipse 24/7, so I can showcase to you guys what is going on with that map. I like this map a lot more. This one is a really, really cool one. But before we do so, we are going to pull up the BRB. We will be right back. I will pull up some music to stick around. We will be right back with the regularly scheduled TC Mitch 31 programming. Go get something to drink, something to eat, go to the bathroom, do what you need to do. We will be right back. Alrighty, chat. We are in fact back with some more DC Image 31 content here on the various channels today. Yes. I was in fact I just literally I popped to the bathroom and then I also got something more to drink. That's literally all I did. Like that was all it was. And also I think there was something in the background that I had to do, so I did it on my phone, and that's why I kept the BRB screen up, because I didn't want to do it like on I didn't want to do it on stream. But yeah, all's good now. All is good. We're here. I put my phone in the freezer to cool it off, and my gosh, it's so cool. You're liquid cooling it. Look, apparently in this phone they have something called like vapor cooling, and it's like it's just fancy word for that. They have like air cooling chambers in it. I will say this, apparently they fixed it in like the next iteration, because the air cooling in the iPhone 15 Pro, it chokes up after a little bit of intensive situations, that's for sure. And so that's why I ultimately just said, all right, hopefully they will just say like the cooling is really good now. 1 year. Like, don't sell me on whatever it's made out of. Just sell me on the factor of, will it heat up after 5 minutes of use? Like every electronic device, which is it's possible, right? It is in fact something that phones do, or electronics for that matter. I hate to say that we are in a bit of a losing game. I don't see ourselves winning. My bullets are hitting, but they're not killing.
Losing A.
If you get what I'm saying.
Taking C.
But this is in fact Eclipse. I teed up Rider suit, yes. This is Eclipse. This is the second map that is available in the Black Ops 6 Season 4 Reloaded update. This one's a lot smaller. It is a face-off map. Honestly, has to be my favorite of the bunch. Nothing against Fringe. I did like it back whenever I played it in Black Ops 3. It's just that I feel like the whole gimmick of exosuits and the verticality of the map kind of gets removed here in Black Ops 6 when it doesn't have any of that. Well, I don't think that guy was allergic. Nor was that one. Maybe. Maybe this guy. Was that a quad?
Taking B.
Shooting at me? You got some claws. Gotta start somewhere.
Securing fire.
In my defense, it was a really nice double. Keep setting up traps by throwing down places that
Securing C.
Fred, going out.
Down Bravo.
Eyes on hostile long gun.
Same, brother.
Securing Charlie.
I really do admire the fight that's going on here in mid. Like, I do respect it. If you're low on health because I've pumped a couple of bullets into you and you're still sticking around while there is a grenade nestled into your little hidey hole, it probably shouldn't really be,
We're
right?
losing Alpha.
Cardio, yeah. Could have went cardio so I can get increased health proficiency by sprinting around the map tactically.
Down Bravo.
Sniper, take cover.
Taking B.
No objectives locked down except for that.
Taking Bravo underway. B secured.
Eyes on
Taking
hostile
C.
subjects.
We'll just let him go out.
Locking down Charlie.
Hostile assault pack.
A.
Probably get the assist on that kill too.
Losing Bravo.
Patching up.
try to get this far into its lifespan. All you really need to do for a map like this is just omni-move. Like, just be that guy and just omni-move everywhere. You see a corner? Omni-move. You see someone up top? Omni-move. You see a way that you can just immediately do this? Omni-move. Like, it's one of the easiest ways to kind of throw one of your enemies off balance, and you could get a kill off of it.
Securing Charlie.
But it isn't fully guaranteed. Like, it's a results-made area.
Located six. Enemy impact grenade. Taking the objective. Watch my six.
There's a molar. Find them. Taking Bravo underway. Taking B.
Starting capture.
Why was I getting shot? No, you guys.
Down Bravo.
Hostiles are resupplying.
Securing C.
Body drop. Frag going out.
Broke right into their
Taking
spawn point,
C.
though. And that is what we like to see, because it gets us kills, gets us some points. It also pins them for a couple of seconds. And I'm going 34 and 30. Not 30 for 30, right?
Losing Bravo.
So, enable program on ESPN, or a song that is available right now.
Locking down Charlie.
That's kind of insane. Really.
Hostile assault pack.
Securing C.
Epic bank shot.
Losing A. Securing Charlie. Losing B.
Hostile grenade.
Taking C. Securing C. Losing Bravo.
Semtex, run.
You guys can all see how the grenade spam in a map like this is also really substantial.
Securing Charlie.
It's
We're
just
losing
crazy. It's
Alpha.
every single one. You just walk around and it's just someone is popping a grenade.
Losing A. Securing C. All enemies secured. Hold your position. We're losing Charlie. We lost A.
I'm on it. Incoming. I got hostile Semtex.
We've taken the lead. Stay on task. They're taking full. Taking A.
Nice. Doing Omni movement doesn't always get you the win, though, like that. Like, that was a very, very lucky headshot. That's just because I was on point
We're
with
losing
shots.
Charlie. Securing zone A.
Hostile shooter.
Seems to be a bit of a flip now. Every single time that they're trying to go for C, now I'm going for A instead. Because they just flipped it out.
Taking Alpha. Losing B.
Oh, chat. I want to pull up something here that I just, like, got from the recesses of my brain here. So, we're all a bunch of fans of FPSs here. You know, we've all played at least one of them. And I noticed something today, because this was a Reddit post that I saw. And it was a pretty interesting one, for sure. Splitgate released Splitgate 2 released a month ago. And at least on Steam, the numbers are triple digits right now. They're under quadruple digits. Not good for a game that just released a month ago. Because it only gets worse from there, surely, right?
They're taking C.
Hostiles are reaching.
It's a crazy thing to think about, just how much success the original one had. And then just all goodwill just got lost whenever the new one came out.
We're losing Charlie.
Which is a shame, because it's like, it has a good foundation. I've talked about this before. But it's like, you can't go all the way up to a stage and say that you're going to be saving, like, first-person shooter video games by announcing a half-baked Battle Royale mode. It just doesn't make sense. You know?
5 of them.
Yeah, that's what I gotta say to it too. Drugs. It's literally the most appropriate reaction you could have in a time like this.
Tossing frag.
Hold the line, Christian. This is ours to lose.
Hostile moving.
Taking C.
Assist me on this OBJ.
Losing Bravo.
Oh no. No, not like this, man. I thought I was doing something sneaky, clever. 64 and 54 though. That was the first one, right?
PLZ. Helo's on the way.
That's what I've also heard is a really good weapon to use, is the Essence. You guys didn't play Black Ops 4? That is a gun that came back from Black Ops 4. It was awful in zombies. It's literally the M14 of Black Ops 4 zombies. And some people kept doing challenges with just with like the Essex. Or there was a challenge that you had to do. I mean, Black Ops 4, it was a Dark Ops challenge, which means that it was hidden. And the challenge was, I think, survive 30 or 50, I think it was 30, rounds with just wall weapons in the starting area with no gobble gums or anything like that. No potions. It was technically, yeah, was it potions or was it gobble? Because I could have sworn they had some gobble gums too. No, it was potions. You had to survive with just literally the starting room weapons. Mitch, I got a new class for you. Oh no. What do we got, Robbie? What do we got? I just prestige, so some things may be locked, but you know what? Lay it on me, Robbie. I want to see what you got here. But yes, I did, unfortunately. By the way, DK. Type it in, throw it in. Let's see what we got. Because if you guys didn't know, Robbie, I got into a chat with Robbie in Rebels server like a couple of weeks ago, and Robbie gave me a class that he liked to call the fun classes. And the fun classes that Robbie makes, some of them are fairly useful despite being fun classes, and some of them are just awful. Robbie gave me the last one I remember Robbie giving me was this right here, the Atomic Commando, which is essentially a XM4 with no stock, no stock iron sights, laser, drum mag, and short barrel. Now it's got some great aiming down sight speed. Don't get me wrong, but effectivity, whenever it comes to velocity, pretty much not. It's like burst. So chat, while we wait, I was gonna say while we wait for Robbie, but Robbie just pulled it in. DM10, oh boy. Oh boy. You're giving me a marksman rifle. Wait, the muzzle brake. I don't even have it unlocked, unfortunately. But you said gain twist barrel. Under barrel is weighted handguard, which I do have. Buffer weight stock. Are you just giving me a slow DM10? We'll use compensator to kind of go for that. Recoil springs, gain twist barrel. Oh, recoil springs. Now let's see how this is. Okay, so this is like the no recoil class. Does compensator not work out? Compensator, I'm something tells me that's working out too well. Do I just take it off since I don't have a muzzle brake? Because it's unlocked, so I have to try something here. Compensator will work for now. Alright. Then let me just do, we'll do like a 9mm. 9mm, we'll do major gift. And also, because it's the one where it's the World at War one, we're going to do the Mind's Eye. Smoke. Syntax. And we'll just throw a couple things in. Go. Engineer. Shrapnel radar. Alright. Chat, we will be using this class. We will be using this class at least once. Now that Robbie is back in chat. How are you doing, by the way? We will be using this at least once. So, this will be the match. Unless it's a match in progress, then I don't think that's going to be fair. But yeah, I mean, like, this doesn't seem like it's too bad. It just seems like it's, like barely any recoil. Yep. Doing good. Good to hear. Great to hear. Now, it doesn't seem like it would be too terrible. Definitely hit my shots with it, that's for sure. Alright, but now let's try it with, like, Warzone, though. 3 plates on. Watching someone dominated and search. Okay. If you spam it a little bit, you can get it. Just do a little bit of bam, bam, bam. Oh, this is gonna be rough, because it's kill confirmed on a small map, and I'm using a DMR 10. Or DM10, yeah. Let's try it.
Kill confirmed.
Also, the fact that someone was dominating on search and destroy with it goes to show that Call of Duty players are truly a freak nature whenever it comes to a challenge. I know it's a game in progress, but this one's gonna be a rough one. I did stay with the one that I think I would be fine. But this is just way too big. Just to, got called an AI teammate. What even is like that as an insult? I feel like we're just throwing around the terminology of AI just because it's the thing that the hot thing to call people now. You know, or NPC I think is a little bit better, at least for like insult wise. But even then, it's still like the. Moral of the story, TS so buns, bro. TMO. God, for real, for real. I mean, it's got really good headshot potential, Robbie. I will say that. I'm not like immediately writing this class off at all, because it is a pretty decent one if you could go for like snapping up the headshots. Yeah, especially when you're playing a game like Fragpunk where you have to be real safe because it's literally a tactical invasion. Sense. It just makes sense. I thought I had enough.
You trying to get dead? Watch those corners.
Just every single time Beavis just gets hit by fire, he just goes.
CIA's a bunch of proud bastards. They won't forget this.
I just now noticed this game. I want to let it be known that that is in fact my name, but I'm not one of those. Okay, I'm not one of. I'm not. This person is taking the Tyler name and giving it a bad rap. Okay, that's all I think. Robbie, I don't think that really counted as a full game for you. But I went 20-12. So the question is, do you want me to run this the next game? Because I will. If you really, really want me to, I will. I have no issues with that. Granite. Nice. Do it. Run it. All right, we're running it again. Send it indeed. I wanted to see if I can get like a skin on this. It's like, I know I just unlocked that one. I mean, that one doesn't look too bad, because considering the only other camo I have is the optic one, that one actually looks like it kind of fits it. Yeah, let's just... Let's just throw, like, on it real quick. Let's throw the Monster Energy logo. I believe in this funny gun. That's the spirit. I think that sticker works a lot better there. Let's just put a little funny sticker on like that. Alright, what are we playing? Are we playing Overdrive? If it's Overdrive, I think that would be a lot better. Team Deathmatch, that's fine. That's all good. Chop, we got about 30 more minutes, by the way, before I wrap it up for the day today. I don't think I'm gonna raid into anyone today. You know, I think there will be some times where maybe I'll just say like, hey, that's gonna be it for stream tonight. So,
Face off, Team Deathmatch.
explain what movie you were watching yesterday, TK, and I can probably find out if it was or not. it is a funny little movie if you're talking about Shrek. I do agree with you.
Fall behind!
No raid party? Alright, fine. If there's one-on-one that I will raid. I prefer. It's just, there might be some times where I might not do that. Shrek was tired of being a dad. That is Shrek the Third, actually. That is Shrek the Third or Forever After, which is the fourth. And there's a fifth one in production. Can you use Mitch points for the VIP redeem? Okay, that's fair. I forgot. Whenever you do a raid, it allows you to get more on my channel points. That is fair. Valid. I was gonna say valid crash out, but it wasn't even a crash out. It's just a valid statement. Boys, I'm level 18. Let's go. Just prestige yesterday. It took me 2 months, by the way. When you prestige in Black Ops 6, it tells you how long it took you to prestige. It took me 2 months to hit prestige 7 because college kind of hit with the summer class. Was it not the second one? No. Shrek and Fiora do not have kids in the Shrek series until the third movie. Like technically after the second movie. Because the third movie, they introduced the kids. For the raid, we used to do 350, but we had it too late.
They shoot you, you shoot them back.
I don't even know how many points, how many points it is to get VIP over on this pick. I should make that a redeem though, because it's not even called VIP; it's called OG over on there. I just stole that kill. How about this? I'll make a deal halfway through, even though I like. Well, actually, no. This is an extended game mode because it is on the basic map. I'll make a deal with you guys. Okay. And specifically for Robbie, actually. Robbie, if this class gets me a positive KD, I will gift you a sub. If it does not give me a positive KD, then all bets are off.
Tango deleted.
Right now, I am 1 kill away from getting positive KD. I'm not trying to throw. I'm just saying that I'm at 16 and 18 right now. Get all the hype emotes out for Robbie, because Robbie's gambling a $5 sub on the line here. That's gonna be on Twitch, that is, too, for the sub. It's like a skill issue. Yo, I'm doing fine with this class though. I just need to remember I have smoke grenades for. That's 22 so far. It's looking pretty good for Robbie. my spawns, though, aren't looking so good. That's for sure.
Confirm an enemy down. Got you. Run.
The first mistake right there is just solo queuing into like okay, wait, let me rephrase that. Are you solo queuing into competitive? Because it's a mistake I make a lot of times. But if you're playing casual and people aren't doing healing, then it's just that's the casual person, unfortunately. So good now. Ever since those 3 kills that I got on myself, spawning into just nothing but like an actual fire. It's not looking so hot. It's 29 and 34. What is the... Good to see you, not power you train.
Finish him.
Still recoverable, Chan. Oh my god, I should have had the kill there. Holy cow. Yeah, I think this is it's chalked up to a wash here, Robbie. Sorry. He's doing so well, too. Unless I just camp for a couple of kills. Just cook.
Hostile.
36-42.
Fucking conversation.
Good class, though. It's a good class. It's just, I know I'm playing it on the wrong map. Yeah, imagine, on a really open map, I probably could have done a lot better. But considering I was showcasing the one, like, the other new map. Imagine on Nuketown. Ah, yes. Very open map, like Nuketown. My favorite open map in Black Ops 6. Only to be rivaled with the other very open map, Shipment. I want that skin so badly, by the way. That Zeus skin's so cool. But it's like, here's the real question. Is it really $30 cool? Not really. Alright, we're gonna keep going for Eclipse. Thank you for the class, by the way, Robbie. I do appreciate that. Everybody give it up for Robbie for giving just the absolutely, like, most cursed classes I've ever seen in my life. I want to try the Olympia this time. I want to kind of change it up. Because I know that the LC-10 and also the SWAT 556 are now in parity with each other. I'm going to try the Olympia this time. I really do not think it's going to be a 3-round. Not a 3-round, but like a 3-hit kill. And I don't even think this thing has any attachments. Yeah, it's okay. It has a short barrel and a cut-off stock, and that's it. Class rating on a scale from the 1 to 10 on the Micho meter. Honestly, give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. I'm not really one that likes marksman rifles too much, but in specific situations, I do like them. Especially the ones that are semi-automatic, like it has that spam potential. And this, I mean, I think just honestly, because I don't have a sight on it, like I just have the base scope onto it, it's not bad. Obviously the muzzle too, we should have played with the actual muzzle that you wanted, but I mean, it's not too bad. It definitely it could be pretty useful, but like you even said, it would be useful on a much more open map compared to a close ranged, like close quarters map. But we're gonna try the Olympia on this one. So yeah, I give it a 7. I give it a 7, honestly. That could be a video idea right there. Like if I got this mod, I could be like, my viewers made me do what class? And then there you go. That instant, like at least 100. Don't ask me why I just thought that I could camp myself. Like I was playing Modern Warfare 3. Give it a try on Warzone. I think technically that will go over to Warzone, like that specific class. I'm sorry. We'll just talk about the fact that I got a quad feed by throwing a Semtex into a small enclosed room. You guys are telling me to go off, and then next thing you know, I miss a shotgun shot from like legitimate barrel stuff distance. Go on, go off. The duality of man. Or that goes sideways. The beautiful thing about this is that it seems to be just a very... Okay, I say that as I tried to fire from afar. Or it was a 2-hit kill? Or it was a hit marker? I just want to fast reload this thing, because it's...
Got an enemy.
Give me like a shell belt. That fast reload on us. I think we'd be golden. Oh, the 725. Do you remember that, Robbie? Do you remember that one time in Warzone? Really, this goes out to full just chat, not even just Robbie, but do you remember that time in Warzone where you could put slug rounds onto the 725 and it made it to where that was the meta weapon? Where you could literally dome people from across the map if you wanted to, like in Warzone, just using a shotgun, slug shells. Good times, very good times. Goes to show Warzone has been broken since the dawn of man. And honestly, I would never have it any other way. I was abusing that. I did that. Well, at least you came clean to it. I actually discovered something last night. There's apparently a whole pistol that's in Modern Warfare 3 that's in Warzone right now, because obviously Warzone right now is 3 different weapons. It's Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, and Black Ops 6 weapons. But the thing is, apparently one of the pistols was so overpowered that they removed it from the game, never brought it back into Warzone. Like, you could use it in Modern Warfare 3 all you want, but in Warzone you can't use it anymore. It's just completely removed from the game.
Falling behind!
And they never fixed it. I saw someone last night in the Warzone subreddit like, hey, why can't I use this gun? And they're like, it's because they removed it because it was so powerful. kill. Just shooting my dead close like that. I was already dead. You didn't have to really confirm that. Yeah, there was always at least one meta that was just disgusting in Warzone back in the day. I think my favorite meta in Warzone was probably whenever it was Cold War. Cold War had... What did Cold War have as its meta? Oh, it was the MAC-10. The MAC-10 and I think, like, I ran a MAC-10 AK-47 class. And it was one of my favorite classes, or it was my favorite class that I've ever played with in Warzone, because I actually cried with it. Buffed the MW2 MP7. But for why? For what reason in Warzone? Buffing a gun from a 3-year-old Call of Duty is kind of wild. This game is so loud. Welcome to Call of Duty. The game where if you want to hear movement better in a 3D audio space, you gotta pay $10 for a license that can expire in, like, I think it's like 10 years. What? My Dolby Atmos. My Dolby Atmos, chat. Thank you for that, by the way, Koju. It's till like $20.99, chat. I don't know why it actually defaulted for a second there. By the way, my mic actually defaulted to like 3. So you usually have it at like 1 below the top. I am using microphone FX too, so it might have also defaulted with that, like the de-esser and all that stuff.
You're gearing up for a final push.
How are you doing, by the way, Koju?
Someone to take.
Relaxing now that the majority of adulting has been completed. That is a W. Me, honestly, I got the day off today, so I just was like, hey, I'm gonna stream a little bit early. My dad's cooking out tonight because he didn't get to on the 4th of July because he wasn't here, but that was okay because he was like, I'm gonna cook whenever I come back for the day. And I said, awesome, sounds good to me. And here we are. So that's why I'm streaming a little bit earlier today. Playing some Black Ops 6, showcasing the new maps that are available in it. We are playing Eclipse right now, which is the face-off map. How did I spend my 4th? I was at work. That's how I spent my 4th, no joke. Luckily though, people were tipping pretty well. But yeah, I literally spent it at work. And yes, I do remember how broken the Olympia was in BO3. Remember the nail gun in BO3 also, Robbie? Yeah, well, literally spent my 4th at work, but I got good money for it, so I'll take it. Yeah, and that's fair, Snapple. Look, the only thing is that our like 4th celebration was technically on the 3rd because our city, like our city basically like not shut down the roads, but they basically had like barricades and stuff set up to where they said, hey, there's gonna be fireworks at the town hall, you know, might reinstall BO6. I mean, hey, I think the last zombies map is coming next season. So, you know, end it off with a bang. Or you could play the Beavis and Butthead event that's going on right now. That's also another thing. But the rotation of maps that came with it Reloaded. Fringe, which is a Black Ops 3 map remastered. And then Eclipse, which I've been playing a little bit of. I think that's my favorite of the two, actually. But yes, I do hate that they were behind the loot crates. But to be fair, there's so many people that have been clamoring for like loot crates to come back in like Call of Duty because it was a better system. And I was like, let's keep that in Overwatch right now. We don't need to put that in Call of Duty again just yet, you know. BO3 better than BO6? All right, Rams. That's just because if I want to pull up your stats right now, let me just pull up the combat record real quick. Leaderboards? Is it leaderboards? Multiplayer? Let's do career. Career, friends only. Friends only. Where are you on here? Ah, Rams Life. Rams Life. 22 with 9 games played, a 334 score per minute, and an hour and 26 minutes played. Okay. So I'm not the top, but I'm like 4th. You know? But let's see elims. Okay, let's see elims. Let's see like KD, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Rams Life 1.26 KD. Oh my goodness. I've got a 1.27 KD. Rams. Got him. Got him. Let's see the wins. Pull up the wins. 157 wins, 197 losses. Sounds about right. Rams, okay, you've played 9 games. This does not count. You can't take superiority over me because you played 9 games, okay? You can't say that you've won, well, technically you've actually lost more. I'll play 1 game and I'll get it higher than you. That requires you to re-download Black Ops 6. It's like, do you really want to do that? Okay, let's go to zombies. Rams isn't even on zombies. Crazy. Crazy. Insane. How to put you on blast. Good to see you though, Rams. Hope you're doing well. BO2 better than all COD games, honestly. You know, you say that, but Black Ops 7 is about to exist. In Black Ops 7, verbatim, because I have to get impressions, is going to be the Black Ops 7 is going to be the best Call of Duty of all time. There you go. Clip that, put it on socials, farm those impressions. There you go. Congratulations. Play the first map like twice, Rams. There's like 3 maps that have came out since. I prefer the OG MW3, MW2. I prefer Infinite Warfare. Call me a new gen, but I prefer Infinite Warfare. BO7 is going to be another insane COD. Resident Sleeper. Black Ops, these nuts. -2. -2. All right, chat. We're going to pull up a BRB real quick. I'm going to go to the bathroom. You guys enjoy the music. Talk amongst yourselves. We'll be right back. All right. I'll see you guys in just a sec. Alrighty, chat. We are in fact back with yet again some more Eclipse content here with me, TCMich31. Hope you all are doing well. And chat, I think honestly what I'm gonna do is I think this will be the last map that I'm gonna do of Eclipse, and then we're gonna end it off for the night. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. I woke up today and I had like breakfast and stuff, and just like, you know, it was a normal day and all that good stuff. But the problem is I don't know how or why this happened, but like my stomach isn't just feeling like tip top shape, honestly. So I'm gonna say that this one's gonna be the last one right here. How dare do I stream early, not go for a long stream? I know, crazy. But I will say this, tomorrow we will not be live. I do in fact close at work tomorrow, but I will be back on Wednesday. I will be playing Predecessor, and I do have a little announcement for you guys in regard to Predecessor. So make sure to stick around for that. And if you are enjoying the content here today, make sure to also follow or subscribe, because subscribe is technically the button to follow over on, you know, YouTube, to the channel, so you guys can stay up to date on when I go live on Wednesday. But let's make it happen. This is the last match. This one, I want to see if I can pop off, right? Surely I can pop off. It is the middle of the game.
Remind those shitheads who they're dealing with.
I should play Power. Power World's still on Game Pass, right? So I want to do something here. Let's change this. Still a little Semtex, you know? Alright, if that's the case, then I might have to re-download because of the Terraria crossover. Terraria, dude, iconic game. It's one of those games that is like Stardew Valley. It's just never gonna die. You know, developers like, yeah, we're done with updating Terraria, and then like 5 more updates for Terraria come out. But I think the funniest thing about Terraria, or not the funniest thing, but really just a beautiful memory about that game. I particularly didn't really play it too much, just because it's a game that I can't really like gel with, because it's a survival game and also like a crafting kind of game, like I love like Minecraft, which is not really a game that interests me too much, but I understand the influence and why people enjoy them. But Terraria was one of the first ever games I got gifted by one of my classmates back in like middle school, I think it was. So I always hold that little sentimental memory, because it was one of the first games that I had that was paid. And mind you, like Mitch was playing at the time, he was playing Team Fortress 2 and a little game called Warframe. Some of you may have heard of it, right? The heck out of the mod of Terraria? Yeah. And that's another thing too. It's like Minecraft. You can just mod the heck out of it. Go insane. World is your oyster type stuff. Yeah, so also the schedule is in fact up on my socials and my Discord. You can access those at !Mitch if you guys have not already done so. That also goes for Kick. Kick, you do have the !Mitch command that you guys can now locate. I think I also have it pinned in the chat. I have it pinned on Twitch too, so basically if I don't know what to pin, I just say, hey, here's my socials, click on that, you know? Yeah, I've been getting better and better about making a schedule. I say better and better because mostly the end of my schedule ends off with EPA. That's because my work schedule doesn't come out until Thursdays. I just kind of have to let everyone in the dark and say, yeah, there might be a stream, there might not be. haven't suspected me yet, chat. Never mind, uninstalling BO6 at 300 gigs. That might be because of also Warzone. If you're on the Game Pass version, make sure to check to see what it's trying to install, because that's probably why it's so big. It's trying to install like the whole. Oh, another thing too. It's probably trying to install Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, which there's a rumor that both of those are going to be broken off from Black Ops 6, so you don't have to worry about, like, you know, it shoving it in your face. Except for the small stuff, really. Interesting. Because at the very least, whenever I installed it over on the Xbox app, it allowed me to take off, like, you know, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3. And then it also allowed me to, like, if I was on my laptop, I took off, like, Warzone. It has been changed?
I don't believe it.
Well, not a bad game to end off on. 28 and 16, not a bad game, I will say. I think that was a very consistent ending. No, seriously, I could have sworn that you could do that. Because I go to mine. And all you have to do, like, whenever you go to the manage, it basically tells you, like, add-ons. Here it is. Oh, it's gone back to normal? Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I was like, you don't have to install Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. But yeah, see how it has, like, checkboxes, and it tells you, like, what do you want to install and all that stuff. Yeah, I just have multiplayer and Warzone installed because those are the only things I need. And the base game is literally the launcher. You have to install that, unfortunately. But yeah. And then you have all these add-on packs, which literally just are packs that immediately sync to the game. You don't even have to install that. But yeah, how much is it on mine? 146 gigs. Sounds about right for Call of Duty. Yeah, base game 300 gigs. Only the small stuff can be changed. Only the small stuff. Alrighty, chat. That's going to be it for my Black Ops 6 stream here today over on the multiple platforms that we were watching, or that you guys were watching on. If you once again enjoyed the content here today, make sure to drop a follow. That way you guys can stay up to date when I go live, and it also helps support the channel. Helps me, you know, get up out of bed and say, yeah, I'm going to start up a stream today, right? I have a good time. I have a good time streaming, and you know, your guys's following definitely helps because I'm able to interact with more and more people every single day of my life. But with that being said, I don't think we're really gonna raid into anyone today, honestly. Like, once again, let me see if there's anyone that's really live that we can kind of throw ourselves into. You know, chat, you know, we could throw ourselves into someone. But yeah, no problem, by the way, TK. Glad to stream here today. All right, we will raid into someone. We'll raid into someone. That'll be the plan. How about it? So if you're over on Twitch, do know we are going to be raiding into someone. If you're over on Kick or YouTube, this is where we're going to be ending it here. So once again, thank you all for coming out tonight. Do appreciate the support as always. Hope you have a great rest of your day, middle of the day or night, whatever it may be in this world. Peace out. Stay